Boy, that's a face to start the video off with, isn't it? Anyway, it'd be funny if that's the frame that gets put on the title of a video. It'd be kind of funny. Hello, everybody. It is October 30th, day before Halloween, 2016, which coincidentally, if you counted, would be my day 171. 171 days have I been on estrogen and spironolactone. Well, you know what I mean. Hormones. HRT. And I wanted to kind of make an update. I like to make an update. And my concern somewhat is that they get kind of repetitive. You know, there's nothing to talk about or whatnot. But I do like to just do kind of a blog and whatnot. So this morning, after I got up and had my cup of coffee and everything, I was kind of getting my act together. I noticed that yesterday, after I shaved, the other day I talked about cutting myself and cut my hair. Right back there is where all that blood came from. Hang on, I got a kitty cat. You want to be in the video? This is Nene, who has a little something in her eyebrow. If I could just get it out. There we go. So anyway, what was I saying? Got up this morning and was doing my day. Yes, and I noticed that my skin was really dry yesterday. And I have kind of dry skin anyway. But I was kind of sitting there going, well, what do you do if you have dry skin? And that's where the moisturizer came in. I was like, well, I've never used moisturizer. I had always heard about moisturizer. You know, they always say, and moisturize, you know, and whatnot. So I did a little bit of research, and it seems like, you know, you can have a daily skincare regimen that would maybe where I'm headed, but it was like, you know, you start with a bar and you get your face clean, and then you have eye serum you put on your eyes, and then you know, this over here, and tight and astringent. And when I was just like, wow. You know, for 40 some odd years I did squat, and I don't know if I want to develop a skincare regimen. So I went ahead and just bought a moisturizer. And this is like day 2 of my skin treatment. Did the first thing last night a little bit, and near as I can tell, it's just like sunscreen. You put it on and you wash your face. Put it on in the morning. If you wear makeup, you can put it on afterwards or whatnot. So we shall see. My skin is not quite as dry. I think I'm going to take a couple days off shaving too. I really don't like having hair on my face, obviously, but I feel like shaving it every day has kind of taken its toll, and I need to let the skin repair itself. And you know, looking at the mirror and hearing the video, I hate this under my nose. Oh, my voice cracked. Under my nose, I just hate the little, you can see the little bastards are in there, you know, they're under the skin, and they're like, we survived the laser treatment, you know, we're the statistical average. We beat the odds, you know, we're stick around. And of course, my next laser session is in November, but I don't know, I hate it. It's like having little grits or something under your skin. And you know, then I look at like my cheek area. Not that I ever had really a beard, but you know, that's cleared up, and I guess it just takes time. You just have to let the process work. But I kind of had a thought somewhat about And what I think I'm going to call the video is growing into this role. Yesterday I thought it was Halloween, like trick or treat. And so I went outside and I had my little pumpkin and I debated, how am I gonna present myself? I don't wanna offend anybody. I don't wanna scare any kids. And then I was like, well, wait a minute, it's Halloween. And so, number one, if anyone was to think, oh, it's a guy and dressing up like a girl, then it's Halloween. It's okay. And then I was like, but I'm not doing this for anybody else. I'm doing this for me. So I'm going to dress the way I want to, which was in a really cool blue skirt, long skirt. I'm always a long skirt person. What they call a maxi skirt down to my ankles. And a really cool kind of t-shirt and a bra. And I sat outside with my plastic pumpkin of candy. And I waited, and nobody came. So I'm like, okay, I guess I misread the date. Our city has trick-or-treat night usually on the weekend before Halloween, so that the kids aren't walking around, and I guess not this year. So I've been kind of resisting the temptation to eat candy, and as you can tell, I have failed miserably. Almond Joy seemed to be my new current favorite. I used to joke, and I sometimes still do, that even though I am an Almond Joy, I'd much rather be a Mounds because Mounds don't have nuts. And thank you. But anyway, I do like Almond Joys. So anyway, we're getting back to this idea of growing into this role. So yesterday, while I was out there kind of, looking around like, well, there's no trick-or-treaters, there was a what I'm going to assume to be a high school student. If he was not in high school, he was very, very big for a middle schooler. And it was a young man of color. And he had a rake. And he was walking around asking people, for a couple extra bucks, I'll rake your yard, whatnot. And so probably from about 10 yards, length of my driveway, he looks up at me. And he sees me sitting there and he says, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you need your lawn raked?" To which I was like, "No, I don't, thank you." But again, it took me back oh, I got another ma'am. I kind of, I think we should all get sashes or something. And every time we get a ma'am, we get to make a check. Wouldn't that be kind of good? Like they do fighter pilots, when they bomb somebody, they draw an icon, or a football player puts the football sticker. I guess we don't really want to start labeling ourselves. We do tend to want to get into the woodwork and hide. We want to be ninjas. We don't want to stand out transgender. Just checking my time. So anyway, so back to this idea of growing into this role. I saw a meme that was when I was a boy, this is in the meme, when I was a boy, some of my friends wanted to be firemen or policemen. I wanted to be a French maid, which I think is kind of cool because and it was everyone's like, oh, hell yeah, that's a dream. Or Little Red Riding Hood or a cheerleader or whatnot. And you could kind of take that to another level and say cosplay or make something sexual about it, which you can, but that's not where I'm going with this. But this idea of, and again, this probably is only going to speak to the transgender community, but growing up, I'll speak of myself. I had wants and desires being a cheerleader, or and having the body of a cheerleader. Okay, it's not, oh, well, you could have been a guy cheerleader, be a lifter. What? No, I wanted to have big breasts and short skirt and woo, whatever. That's in the past things that we wanted, and now that I find that I am 44, 45, 46, whatever, however old I am, I don't know. shoot, now I'm going to think about it. 72, 82, 92, 82, 92, 12. I got to be like 46 or 40. I don't know. Let's just say 44. We'll be safe. Now that I'm 44-ish, obviously I can't go back and be a cheerleader. Maybe I can dress like one and, it's Halloween, but I don't want to wear a short skirt right now. But again, getting back to this idea of coming into being a 44-year-old woman. I got another cat here. I don't have a role model, for lack of a better word. Like my mom, my mom was a role model to my sister when she was going through puberty. Hear my voice got puberty. Through puberty. And so here I am at 44, and I don't have that. My mom isn't behind me. My mom isn't behind. Surprise! This is your life, right? My mom isn't behind me to direct me, and I kind of would feel a little uncomfortable, and that's my own problem. Like with the moisturizer, it's certainly I'm perfectly within my rights to call up my mom and say, what kind of moisturizer do you use? What's your experience? Give me that information. But I kind of feel odd doing it. And again, that's on me. But, that's something that I guess God bless the internet for, we can look on YouTube and, there's definitely countless videos. God bless the little teenage girls out there who, they're making a video for themselves and, but for everybody. And then older women too. Moisturizer and, those things that are not the less glamorous thing of it. You hear my voice crack? Let's see if I can do it again. Another thing that kind of hit me this yesterday as I was kind of reading through Facebook posts, and I actually had some folks, friend me that, it was pretty cool. But I'm kind of concerned that the more that I go into the transgender community and the more people that, I kind of latch onto or make friends or whatnot, I'm kind of concerned. No, I'm not a reindeer. I'm kind of concerned about being myopic. The narrow, let me do it this way. Now, see, that's widening, okay? But we're going to come in together to a point. I'm concerned that my focus is only going to be in this silo of transgender, trans community, trans rights. And again, that's on me. I had hobbies once upon a time. I used to build radio-controlled helicopters and fly them, and planes and cars. I can do that. I can go down to the basement right now and charge up a battery and go fly a plane. But it's not something I want to do right now. Hold hobbies and everything. But I'm kind of concerned that on Facebook, again, you want to reach out. It's a community. It can be a discussion, and definitely, God bless. Being able to reach out and realize, hey, I'm not alone, and someone else feels the same way I do, and how do I get in touch with a support group, and dee. But again, I'm kind of concerned that, I don't necessarily want my Facebook feed to be dominated by, it's very easy to get, 10 or 20 transgender rights, or not to say it's not important, but I'm more than transgender, Yes, I am transgender, but I am a person who has a variety of interests. And hopefully, I want to get back into dancing. When I was in college, I used to do folk dancing for fun. And, I want to get back into German folk dancing, okay? As the woman, hey, woo. But I'm kind of concerned that the friends that I do have that are not transgender, might be turned off by all the transgender stuff. So I'm kind of concerned. Anyway, I'm out of time. Bye. Good luck.